Hi everyone, my name is Fluffy Geekstress and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a short review of anime for all of you guys. In the video that I posted Tuesday, I did a comic that was a little bit darker, so I thought for this anime review I would choose an anime that is a little bit darker. And I will say in advance that there will be spoilers. I'll begin with the anime that I'm reviewing is called Saga of Tanya the Evil. Or in Japan, I believe it's Yojo Senki. I don't know Japanese, so I hope that's correct. So again, there will be spoilers. If you haven't seen this anime, I would recommend that you go and watch it first and then come back. I know, which is weird to say because I'm giving you a review, but there will be spoilers, mostly because I really want to talk about something in this anime that to me is really intriguing and something that I've kind of like never seen before. So I really wanted to share this one with you guys. Saga of Tanya the Evil, or Yojo Senki, is about a Japanese salaryman who is very much about rules and order. It kind of starts off showing him, he's like the guy who fires people in a business. And I don't think it's the first episode, I think it's the second episode. It shows him pretty much in current times firing a guy who works for his company, and he's very blunt about it, very, I wouldn't say rude, kind of rude about it. And this is a guy who, as a salary guy, he wants to make his way to the top. He is an atheist. He's all about following the rules, getting as high up as he can, making good money, being a salary guy, being a good worker. Well, good worker, but he's not because he's a giant jerk and the people he fires don't like him. Well, anyways, he's going home after firing this guy and standing on the train tracks, and the guy he fired kind of goes crazy and sneaks up on him and pushes him in front of an oncoming train. Now, in the moment before he dies, the world freezes around him. And this, he calls this, the person that saves him Being X. Being X tells him that Being X wants this Japanese salaryman to believe in him, to have faith in him, and also tells him that he's reincarnating him into pretty much World War I Germany, and that if he can't, like, if he dies, he will be thrown into hell. He won't be reincarnated, and he'll be tortured in hell forever. So this Being X, which is God, I guess, wants this atheist to believe in him. So he reincarnates him, and he's reincarnated into a little blonde girl named Tanya. And then she has like a super German last name. I'm not even gonna like attempt to pronounce it. The salaryman is in Tanya, and he's aware he's been reincarnated. And so he decides that he's reincarnated into a little girl who is like poor, she's an orphan, and he's trying to find a way to get out of the horrible situation he's in. And he realizes that because this is like World War I, that his only way to move up and out I'm sorry, I forgot to add that within this world there's also magic. And in the wars, any magicians or people with magic fight because they can like move up the ranks pretty quick. And so Tanya, she has extraordinary magic, and the salaryman, now in the body of Tanya, decides to join the military and move up the ranks as fast as he can so that he can be as far away from the battlefield as possible, because he doesn't want to die. He really doesn't want to go to hell because of all the bad things he did in his previous life. So he has magic, and he joins the army, and he joins the army at like the age of 9. Like this is like he volunteers. So this is Tanya volunteering to join and fight in World War I as a 9-year old, and this personality that is inside Tanya makes her very like very strict, like the same personality this gentleman was as a salaryman. The very much of rules have to be followed to the T, and he's a jerk, but instead a jerk and a crazy person in a young girl. And there are some really great and interesting situations that happen while being X, and this is what the Tanya calls the supposed God, being X, because Tanya is an atheist. She doesn't believe that there is such a thing as a higher power, but a higher power, which is kind of weird because you would think that a higher power wouldn't care if one person believed in them or not, but it is the case in this anime. And as the story progresses, being X comes to influence more the world that Tanya's in. And there's an instance where Tanya has been in battle and uses magic, is very powerful, and it kind of explains how she gets powerful. She gets tossed into. She's trying to get out of being in battle because Tanya doesn't want to die. This reincarnated salary guy does not want to die, but he knows he has to work his way up. Well, he gets sent to. He decides to go to a sergeant college. I think it's like where they train you to be like a higher class within the military. I'm not really sure about this. I don't really know anything about military, but Tanya thinks she's going to that, and then she gets sent to a regiment where they're testing guns and weapons. And while she's there, being X, which this is such a smart idea, and I've never seen this done before. Being X was still trying to get Tanya to believe in him. Tanya, who is working with like this crazy mad scientist, and she's convinced that she's gonna die going through these tests, as they're testing out like these little amulets that allow them to amplify their magic. And she thinks she's gonna die, and being X contacts her and is still trying to get her to have faith in him. And being X tells her that she's going to be testing out this engineer's new diamond, and that it'll explode and she will die, and that the only way to save herself is to pray to him. And so Tanya is then put in this awkward situation where like she's shooting up in the sky, and like she's doing the test for this amulet, and you can tell that being X has contacted this engineer because like he keeps saying weird stuff. And so pretty much being X forces Tanya's fear of death to force her to pray to him. And then once she prays, she can use a really, really powerful like attack. And like this is just like such a crazy idea. Mostly because like I'm very much non-traditionalist. I'm sure people will hate me for saying this, but I'm not really religious. I'm more agnostic. I believe there's something out there, but I don't believe I need to be a part of a church to find it. And so I was really drawn to this and really thought it was such an interesting plot key where you have this being X, or God, if you like, and he is attempting to convince an atheist to believe in him, but in like the most non-God way, like ever. And it makes me laugh because you look at so many people who are extremists in every form, in every religion. That is what's done. Like, if you're an extremist in a religion, you usually go about attempting to get people to join you by totally messed up means. And so I found this a really intriguing and thought-provoking anime, which you usually don't get at anime, because most anime I watch, I want it to be upbeat and happy and, really cute, but like this was just so intriguing. And granted, there are other characters that you get to know, and you really begin to see like why it's called the Saga of Tanya the Evil, because this person is a bad person that's been reincarnated into this little 9-year-old girl, or well, she's not 9 when he's reincarnated, he's born as her, But it's such a good anime, and so I really encourage all of you to check it out. And it's not to say that this is like an anime. Ooh, excuse me. Sexy girl as I burp. Also, at the end of this, I'll apologize because I've probably been sniffing the entire time because I got sick at Emerald City Comic Con last weekend. So I really apologize for the sniffing. I'm sick. I couldn't help it. But yeah, please check out this anime. You guys will love it. It isn't a church hating anime. That's not what it's like. So watch it first and then gain an opinion of it. Anyways, I hope you guys love it and hope you have an awesome day.